Hi, boys and girls. It's Mrs. Kress. Just wanted to check in with you guys. I know it's been a while. Hope you're all staying healthy and enjoying this extra time you're having with your families at home. And I just wanted to check in and read a little story with you guys. So the book I chose was When Spring Comes, since just a few days ago, believe it or not, was the first day of spring, even though it's felt like spring for a while now. The author is Kevin Hanks, and the illustrator is Laura Dronzek. Remember, the author is the person who writes the words for the book, and the illustrator makes the pictures. So just looking at the inside pages, the first few pages, what do you think this book might be about? We know it's about spring, but what do you think of when you think of spring? I see kites, butterflies, bumblebees, flowers, birds, boots and raindrops, umbrellas. When spring comes. Before spring comes, the trees look like black sticks against the sky. Remember, we talked about this during winter time. The trees are empty. All the leaves have fallen off. But if you wait, spring will bring leaves and blossoms. Remember, blossoms are flowers on trees and plants. If you wait, spring will make the leftover mounds of snow smaller and smaller and smaller until suddenly they're gone. Before spring comes, the grass is brown. But if you wait, spring will turn it green and add little flowers. An egg will become a bird. Look, first it's just an egg, then it starts to crack, and finally the baby bird hatches out. A seed will start growing. First it's just a tiny sprout, then a little bud and leaves appear, and finally the flower blooms. Spring comes with sun, and it comes with rain, and more rain, and more rain. Notice what's happening in the picture? First, the bird starts building a nest up in the tree. Then she sits on the tree. It rains and rains. She sits some more. And then look, her babies have hatched. What do you think she'll do next? What do you think her babies might want with their mouths wide open? Perhaps a worm? Do you like mud? Do you like puddles? I hope you like umbrellas. Spring brings lots of rain, although we haven't had much lately. What else are they using besides the umbrellas to protect them from the rain? I see rain jackets and rain boots. Before spring comes, the garden is just dirt and empty. But if you wait, spring will push green shoots through the dirt to fill up the garden. What kinds of plants do you think might be growing in the garden? Flowers? Maybe some vegetables like carrots or peas? And spring will call out the pussy willows and new kittens too. Pussy willows are these plants up here. They grow on branches and they have little buds that are soft and fuzzy. Just like cats are soft and fuzzy. Spring can come quickly or slowly. It changes its mind a lot. Believe it or not, where I'm from in Illinois, they just got a bunch of snow. Thank goodness we're here in Louisiana where we're getting lots of sunshine and warm weather. But when spring is finally here to stay, you will know it. There will be buds and bees and boots and bubbles. I noticed something about those words. Buds, bees, boots, and bubbles. They all begin with the same letter and the same sound. B, 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 b. There will be worms and wings and wind and wheels. I noticed it again. All those words began with the same sound and the same letter. Worms, wings, wind, wheels. They all start with W. W, w, w. You will feel it. You will smell it. You will hear it. When spring is finally here to stay, you might think you are done waiting, but you are not. What else could we be waiting for? Now you have to wait for summer, the next season. And look, these are all things that we might think of when we think of summer. A beach ball, bucket, popsicles, fireworks, flip-flops, sunflowers, and sailboats. Ooh, and watermelon. So that's the end of our story. But I also have a few other activities for us. I have my Clifford magazine about spring. It says, "Look up, it's spring." And on the front there's a rhyme. Let's see if you can help me finish it. It says, "Up, up and away on a windy spring day. A diamond in flight, look up, it's my..." There's a picture clue. It rhymes with flight. Remember, rhyming words are words that sound the same at the end, like away and day. Flight, kite. Up, up and away on a windy spring day. A diamond in flight. Look up, it's my kite. What else might you see when you look up in the spring? That's going to be part of my challenge for you at the end. Spring is in the air. Look up, up, up. Do you see the butterfly in the sky? Number 2. Look up, up, up. Do you see the baby birds peeking out? They cute? Number 3. Look up, up, up. Do you see the pink blossoms on the trees? Look how pretty. Number 4. Look up, up, up. Do you see the rain clouds in the sky? Very dark. Number 5. Look down, down, down. Do you see the muddy boots? Spring is everywhere. What else do you think you might see if you looked down in the spring? They gave us lots of examples of things we might see looking up, but only one of things we might see looking down. Okay, one more. I have another little spring magazine called Get Ready for Spring. It has a little duck saying quack, quack. Spring is coming. Let's follow the duck. Number 1, a snowman melts. Spring is coming. Follow his little footprints to number 2. A robin eats. Spring is coming. Now they're going up, up, up to number 3. Flowers bloom. Spring is coming. Now they're going down, down, down to number 4. Kids fly a kite. Spring is coming. And last but not least, number 5. Ducklings hatch. Spring is coming. And on the back, it has a little rhyming activity. So let's do this one together. It says, what rhymes with spring? Let's point to the things that rhyme with spring. Let's look at each one and we'll decide. So this one is string. String and spring. Do they rhyme? Do they end with the same sounds? Spring, string. Yes, they do. They rhyme. Thumbs up. The next one is king. Spring and king. Do they rhyme? Spring, king. Again, thumbs up. They are rhyming words. They both end with ing. Next one is a leaf. Spring, leaf. Do they rhyme? Do they end with the same sounds? Spring, leaf. I hear different sounds. Ing, f. They do not rhyme. Thumbs down. Okay, next is key. Spring, key. Do they rhyme? Do they end with the same sound? Spring, key. Thumbs down. They do not rhyme. They don't end with the same sounds. Spring, swing. Do you hear the same ending sounds? Spring, swing. Thumbs up. They both end with ing. Spring, swing. The next one is a ring. Pretty ring. Spring, ring. Do they end with the same sound? Do they rhyme? Thumbs up. They do. Spring, ring. Last row, frog. Spring, frog. Do they end with the same sound? Frog, spring. Now this is a tricky one. They end with the same sound, but they don't end the same way. Frog, spring. They both end with that g sound, but listen to spring. It ends with ing. Frog ends with og. They do not rhyme. Spring, pig. Spring, pig. Again, they end with the same letter and the same sound at the very end, but they don't end the same way. Spring ends with ing. Pig ends with ig. Last one is, you can see the arrows pointing to the bird's wing. Spring, wing. Do they rhyme? Thumbs up, they sure do. Spring, wing. They both end with ing. All right, so my challenge for you, boys and girls, is going to be to first make a list of some predictions of things you might see, smell, hear, or touch in the springtime. So we've talked about our five senses, which are using our eyes to see, using our noses to smell, using our ears to hear, our hands to touch, and our mouths to taste. Now, I didn't say taste before because when you go on your walk, I really don't think you're going to find much that you can taste, but you can make a list of things you might taste on Easter, maybe something you find in your Easter basket, or something you maybe had on St. Patty's Day. Maybe you had a special Irish meal. But make a list of those things that you can see, smell, hear, touch, and taste specifically in the springtime. And then, if you can, go for a walk with your family or even just get outside around your house and see the things that you can see, smell, hear, touch, and taste. And then when you get home, draw about it and then write about it. Try to write some words to go with your picture of your five senses in the springtime. All right, boys and girls, well, I hope to see you guys soon, but if not, I will try to make another video soon. Alrighty, bye-bye.